come up here? Oh, little baby cat. Hi. Come here. Hmm. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Claudia. What are you doing on here, Claudia? Hi, Lori. Good morning. Hi, Janelle. Oh my God, bless. Way to go, girl. What are you doing tonight? You should come by. Sarah and Jason are coming over. And maybe Carla. Hi, Caress. Hi. Good morning. Hi, Suzette. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that story. I mean, of course I'm gonna tell you that story. Okay, so it's just been a crazy week, right? Like, has your week been crazy too? So this is what happened, and I would love to show you the cat, but she doesn't like to be grabbed, and so she's just over there. I'll show you in a second. Um, so Monday night, it was like 7 p.m., right? The doorbell rings, and like I don't do doorbell. I don't like answer my door. You know what I mean? Like, especially at 7 o'clock at night. Who would do such a thing? So I was sitting in the front room, like watching TV or something, and so the dogs are barking. I go up front. I turn the light on because the front porch light wasn't even on. And it's this couple, and they're standing there, like all bundled up in their jackets, and they're like holding this cat, and they're like, Is this your cat?" And I was like, "No." And we just like stood there a little awkwardly for a moment. I was like, weird. And they were like, "Oh, okay, well, we were, having a trail walk, and the trail is like probably like a mile from my house. Like it's not like right in my neighborhood. Um, we're having a trail walk, and this cat with this like kitten was screaming in the middle of the trail. So we picked her up and we're trying to find her house." And I was like, "Okay." And they just looked at me, and I was like looking at them, and they were like, "Well, we can't take her home because we have dogs," as like my literal dogs are barking their butts off, right? And I just had like this little mini stroke, and I just reached out and grabbed the kitten, and I was like, "Okay, I'll take her." And she started purring, and I was like, "Oh my God." So then I walked in the house, and I had this kitten, and put the dogs away, put the cats away, and fed her. And it was just like a really weird fucking thing. So my new neighbor is really involved with cat rescue and stuff. So I texted her, and I was like, "There's somebody just like dropped this cat off." And so she brought over a scanner, and the kitten didn't have a chip. So I posted it on Find Toby and like all over the neighborhood sites. And I was like, "I'll just hold it until someone comes." But here you go. Let's see if I can bring you with me here so you can see her. Say hi. First live video. Who does that look like? Huh? It's like a dilute torty version. Right? Who do you look like? Very suspicious. Baby cat. Very suspicious, baby cat. Ooh, just a baby. Billy, no, no. And then Carlos is being a really good host. Can you even? Come on, Bill. So that was Monday, and now it's Friday, and I'm like 99% sure that it's Leo because I didn't want to be like crazy or than usual, but like This cat acts just like Leo, literally has spent time just, like, gazing into my eyes and purring, and came in, no issue with the dogs, like, is not even remotely phased by them at all, but was pretty territorial with Priscilla, who, like, lives here first, you know what I mean? So, between, like, this whole week, she's just hissing and growling anytime Priscilla goes near her, and then just like a little lover with everybody else. Like if when my kids walks in the room, she goes and greets them. Like she's and like I said, totally at ease with dogs, as if she's known them her whole life. Very, very weird. And now Priscilla and her today are doing much better. I caught them on the same couch earlier, on the same chair, and they're just kind of hanging out together now, so I think they're gonna be fine. Wanna go? Go ahead. It's a little cold. So, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's been such a weird week, and it's, it was, like, my finals week for class, and work's been, like, totally insane, like, everyone's losing their shit, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but right? So, okay. It's a lot of animals in my house now. 7 snakes, a bearded dragon, 2 cats, and 2 dogs. But, you know, how are you guys doing? Like, you can't make it up. Like, it was probably 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago that a picture of Leo popped up, and I reposted him on the sites because I was just like, "Where the hell did that cat go?" Like, and I was just missing him so much because it's been about a year. Like, he went missing on February 2nd of last year, and so I was just been super missing him and, like, really wanting him to come home, and I even said not that long ago, I was like, "I don't want 2 cats, but if I ever had 2 cats, it's because Leo comes home." So and then someone door dashes me a cat on a Monday night. So, crazy. Crazy. And she's really I mean, I think it's a she. The reason I think it's a she is because if it is a boy, it's a 1 in 3,000 chance that it would be a boy based off of its genetics because it's a dilute tortie. So, if it is a boy, that would be strange. But I am wondering because at first I was like, "Oh, obviously it's a girl." Um, but I'm just getting boy vibes, but maybe that's just because Leo. And as far as the name, it's weird because I love naming things, but I've just been calling her baby cat, which is actually what I called Leo too. I called him baby cat. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's just crazy. So do you want some cards? Yeah, it's my first cat distribution. I mean, it's a pretty good one. I always wondered, like, will one day, the cat distribution thing work for me? Because I've always, like, gone to get my cats, but no, definitely not Leo's baby. Leo did not have his, testicles. I feel it's Leo. We've had a couple moments where I'm like, "Oh, okay." You know what I mean? Really looks like Leo too, but yeah. Alright, well, in honor of cats, why don't we do cats today? We'll do a black cat. Ooh, we're gonna do different cats. So a black cat is the first one. The second one is a bobcat, and the third one is a lion. So black cat, bobcat, and lion. Let me write it here so I don't forget. Black cat, bobcat, and lion. So much like him. It's startling. And she's a baby. Like I'm not great with like knowing cat ages, but not even close to how old Leo even was when I got him. I would say like 3 months, 3.5 months, 4, just little. So black cat, bobcat, and lion. Also, then what I wanted to tell you is like I'm feeling new cycle energy. Is anybody else feeling that new cycle energy this week? Like kind of starting over the weekend? I felt this dog in. Keep shuffling. You keep shuffling. I just went out there and they're just hanging out. Oh my god, happy birthday, Caress. Black cat, bobcat, and lion. Hello, baby cat. Oh my god. I don't you couldn't see that, but the baby cat did her first like play jump at Priscilla. We did it. I've never had two cats before. Is it normal that they hiss at each other? Well, actually, Priscilla has never hissed. It's just the baby cat. All right. Black cat, bobcat, and lion. Tell me when you're ready for black cat. Oh my god! Hi, baby. Your choices one more time. Black cat, bobcat, and lion. Here's your black cat. You have you have frog, bee, and the horse. This is a very um, go time spread here. It's you have the frog and the bee and the horse. So the horse and um, so it's gonna go frog, horse, and bee. So basically, it's go time, time to release things that are holding you back. When it comes to the frog, we're talking about like emotional baggage and also physical clutter. Okay. Sometimes we don't realize how spiritual or energetically impactful the items around us affect us, right? As I sit here and like look in this room, which is like has become the place where I stash things as I'm doing things in other room and like look at that there. But basically the items around you are going to bounce energy right back to you, right? Or send energy into the vibes of the room. Like it's time to really pay attention to what is in your dwelling, in the spaces you spend the most time. Even something like keeping an item from somebody who really brought bad energy into your life, like, that kind of thing, right? So take a look at what items in your vicinity might be holding you back energetically, and then also what emotional blockages are ready to be exhaled, right? Because it is go time. You have the horse and the bee. So, like, we're like onwards towards victory, right? And the horse this time is sometimes the horse is like delegating and accepting help from others. This time it's just symbolizing forward movement, like it's time to go. And the bee is always a good sign because it means like this ends up being a really good adventure for you. Okay, so black cat is very nice this morning. Very cool today. We want it to be spring. All right, next up is bobcat. right. Bobcat. Tell me when you're ready for Bobcat. Oh my god, right? All right, so Bobcat friends, we have joy, serpent, and communication. Okay, so there has been for you, year of the snake, there's been some profound healing that has taken place. And it's not just a recent thing, it's been, right? You've been integrating the healing for a minute and now it's come to the place of that integration where it's time to manifest it into the actual physical reality of your life, right? Like time to actually embody this integration of all of the growth and knowledge that you have had. So, with that comes the need to start speaking about it. And that could mean communicating new boundaries. It could mean communicating about shifts in relationships. It could mean about communicating what you really think about something versus what you think you should think about something. You know what I mean? A lot of us have spent a lot of time in our lives um, making sure we fit in spaces and quieting our voices and just trying to keep a status quo and make everybody around us as calm as possible to avoid conflict, right? But at the expense of our own alignment and authenticity. And now it's you reached a point in your healing where that just doesn't feel possible like it used to, right? So now it's like, all right, how do I start to communicate the most aligned and authentic version of myself to the world around me so that I stop creating dissonant energy everywhere I go? So that's not a, uh-oh, I better do this kind of an energy. It's a, I get to finally start communicating those things because I'm ready to. Okay. And then you have the joy card because truly, it's gonna feel so good once you start communicating the actual you into the world around you, because all it's going to do is create more aligned energy for you to interact with and have fun with. So basically, the more you create around you, right, the more fun you're gonna have, the more excitement you're gonna have, the more and I like the idea of this like opportunity for engagement with energies that bring you life and bring you happiness and bring you joy, right? And even just like entertain you and tickle your brain and kind of incite you to learn new things, right? And try something different because we're always in a state of movement in one way or the other, right? So, yeah, pretty cool. This is a pretty cool one too. Um, haven't even had the death card once today. All right. So that was Bobcat. Our last one is going to be lion. All right. Tell me when you're ready for lion. Okay. Lion. Lady of the lake, wealth, and the deer. I'm vibing these card pulls today. What about you? So, Lady of the Lake, wealth, and the deer. So, again, if ultimate boundary queen were a card, it would be Lady of the Lake. And something Lady of the Lake has that is such a mature and sophisticated version of boundaries is called discernment. Knowing when to let something in and when not to. Knowing when to say, our time is up here, you need to leave, and when to say, you can stay a little longer, right? That is what the Lady of the Lake is bringing to your life right now. The sovereignty and self worth to say, I've had enough, this is good, or you can stay longer. Okay. The Lady of the Lake energy is not forceful or overbearing in any way. She just has a lot of self respect and doesn't have a lot of time for nonsense, right? Like you. Then we have wealth in the deer. Through the use of your sophisticated discernment and boundaries and Lady of the Lakeness, right? You're going to stop wasting so much of your precious energy on things that don't turn into abundance for you. And when I say abundance, please don't make the mistake of thinking only cash. Abundance is freedom in many different forms, right? Abundance is lots to choose from. Abundance is many ideas. Abundance is not feeling stuck, okay? So when you're putting your energy into things that multiply possibilities, you're never going to feel stuck or stagnant. You're going to feel constantly in motion and like you have a lot of choices. And that's when you have a lot of choices, it's hard to be grumpy and unhappy because you have so many things you could choose from, right? Um, and then you have the deer. And with great power comes great responsibility, right? So the deer kind of comes in and says, yes, part of wielding such immense power is to do it diplomatically, right? We don't force it. We don't push upon people. We don't look at other people and say, here's what I think you should do when they haven't asked. So, deer is asking you to stay in your lane, stay powerful, stay sovereign, take no bullshit, and use your energy with discernment so that you don't deplete yourself on things, projects, people, places that do not assist or support you in any way. Okay? So, we're not doing that anymore. Love it. I love that too. Mm. These are very empowering and refreshing energy cards, I think, for this. Can't say I was necessarily expecting it, but I really didn't know what to expect from this week because the energy is just it's just different. It's really new vibe energy. I don't know. So wild. Vivi, for people in the Harrisburg area, Vivi is gathering signatures to save the Broad Street Market in the public courtyard between the stone and brick buildings today and tomorrow between 11 and 3. Just your PSA. And hi, Cindy, and bye, Cindy. I love you guys. I hope you have a really good weekend. Use your discernment and your energy wisely. And I'll see you next week. I love you so much. Mwah.